things that is particular to the Christian way is our relationship with God through prayer. Mm-hmm. A lot of times when things come against us and we're not persevering in the Christian way, one of the first things that leaves is prayer. Mm-hmm. Now, not to say that you pray, 5 hours a day, or you pray, every day of the week. Now, but you may pray like I do. I wake up in the morning, Lord, thank you for waking me up this morning, and I keep on going. Or you might be the type of prayer that just say Amen. I think the best prayer that anybody ever could say when they need God's help is help. Amen. We don't have to go through all this long, drawn out thing. We just say help, because He's faithful to answer our cry. But when it comes to the troubled times in our life, one of the first things we give up on is prayer. Mm-hmm. The next thing we may give up on is reading the Bible. Mm-hmm. The next thing we might give up on is fellowship. Mm-hmm. The next thing we may give up on before we finally give up on our belief in God is whatever. But I believe the first thing is that we shut down communications with God. Mm-hmm. And the enemy knows that. And so he tries to send enough pressure on you just to check your character to see what she's going to do now. What is he going to do now? And if you can shut off that communication, he got you. Mm-hmm. And so I believe during this tumultuous times that we're in, it behooves, I just love that word, it behooves every professing saint to always pray with all prayer and supplication. It's very important as a Christian to pray with all prayer and supplication. Mm-hmm. That's the part A of Ephesians 6:18, the main verse I wanted you to remember. To pray always with prayer and supplication in the Spirit. And that's a key word, in the Spirit. Mm-hmm. You get one of them fleshy prayers, Lord, please let me hit the lotto so I can pay my bills. I'm still waiting on Ed McMahon to give me a call. He hasn't called me yet. You remember back in the day when the Ed McMahon would send you some mail and you sit up there and you make all these dreams. I'm going to pay this off, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And then some old lady off in Minot, North Dakota wins. What is she going to do with all that money up there in Minot, North Dakota? I don't know, I guess she'd probably do what I would do in San Antonio, Texas. Go spend it some kind of way. Get out of that cold anyway. So prayer, and the reason the devil wants to use trouble to shut off prayer, and I think one of the reasons that, well, not one of the reasons why we do, it's just that something the devil, Satan sends towards us to cause us to stop, is that he knows that prayer is that intentional communications that we have with God. When you pray, you do it intentionally. That's it's not right. By accident, in other words, right, that you pray. That's right. You do it on purpose. That's right. And so when you're caught in a bad situation, wow, that's deep. It just hit me. You stop praying on purpose. Wow. Prayer is an intentional communication with God. And when you don't persevere through the things that you're going through, you intentionally stop praying. It ain't by accident that you stop praying. You just stop. And then normally what happens, you ask somebody else to do the praying for you. And you got the words of your salvation in your own mouth and in your heart. Thank